Welcome back. Ed Martin here on a Pro America Report. Don't forget, go to proamericareport.com, proamericareport.com. You can get Ed Martin's Daily Wink, what you need to know in the morning. By the way, there are a number of things I do that I tell people about. You'll notice, and I don't brag about it all the time, but just watch now. What you need to know, it's not like it's the most original phrase, but what you need to know is a phrase I started using about 2.5 years ago, and I condensed it recently, the last 6 months, into the Daily Wink. Suddenly, you see what you need to know being used. The Trump campaign sends out a what you need to know every day on the Smile ad. So anyway, that's another. Second Cold War is being used regularly. I started using that a few months ago. So, all right, now we got to finish up. I just got a few minutes. Don't forget, proamericareport.com. 2 things going there. Sign up for the Daily Wink. You're going to want that in your email box. 5 a.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. East Coast time, goes right in. Bam. Second thing, though, when you go there, standalone interviews, links to things like Janet Porter's interview about her new book and all those kinds of things, and John Schlafly's interview earlier. So do both of those things. But let me get quickly to this. I can't believe it's so funny. I told you about 3 weeks ago, Karen Tumulty, who used to write for Time Magazine, I think she writes for the Washington Post now. She wrote a piece saying Biden shouldn't debate. He shouldn't demean himself by debating or something like that. Well, now the battle's been joined. Biden can't debate Trump because he thinks he's winning and he's hiding in his basement. So now there's a column in the New York Times. Thomas Friedman, one of the leading, he's a best-selling author and blah, blah, blah. He's one of these. He actually has a lengthy column that says Biden should not debate Trump unless. And then he has conditions that he knows won't be met. So he's basically trying to set the table to say, hey, what we're doing is he shouldn't debate. He should have these things because they can't have him debate. They just can't have him they can't have Joe Biden on a stage and have to be nimble and have to be normal and have to be serious. So they're not going to allow it. So they're starting a drumbeat. Remember, it's 17 weeks from yesterday till the election. So 2-3 weeks ago, Karen Tumulty starts a drumbeat. Now Thomas Friedman says the next one. Now you're going to have 2 things. You're going to have 2 contrasting arguments. One is you're going to have Biden start saying, it's already happened, one of the presidential debates was moved from Michigan to Florida because Michigan didn't want to host it on their campus. I think it was University of Michigan. So they're going to start saying, it's too impractical, it's too hard to do, we're not going to have a debate the same way. And the second one is you're going to start this drumbeat that, you shouldn't do it with Trump because he doesn't tell the truth. That's what Thomas Friedman says. He says he doesn't tell the truth, so you can't have a debate with somebody who doesn't tell the truth. Give me a break. Give me a break. Oh, by the way, Friedman does say this, that Biden earned $15 million in 2 years for speaking engagements. He and his wife, $15 million. Does that sound normal to you? So he's talking about that's his way to do foreign policy. But the simple fact is this. The Democrats are desperately going to try to make sure that he doesn't debate. So watch for it developing, the drumbeat over these weeks of reasons why you shouldn't debate. It's incredible to watch. And the only question is whether he gets away with it. Is there a way that Biden can hide sufficient that he doesn't have to debate? I guess we're going to find out. It's crazy to me to realize that this is where we are, but we'll see. All right, we got to run, though. Thank you for listening. Don't forget proamericareport.com. Also, theanswersandiego.com. Go there. And thank you to Randy for filling in for Noah, our great technical director, and Joanna for helping book. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Ed Martin here on the Pro America Report. Talk to you tomorrow.